If you look at this question, students, now there is a complex number which is given. Z is equal to root 3 by 2 plus I into 1 by 2. So we'll look at the theory first. So I can write Z is equal to x plus iy is the Cartesian form, which can also be written as Z is equal to r into cos theta plus I sin theta. Is it right? So which can be written as r into e to the power I theta. These are the polar forms of the complex number. So where what is the value of r is equal to root over x square plus y square and theta is equal to tan inverse of y by x. For this particular problem, root of x square plus y square, this is x and 1 by 2 into I. So I can write this as square root of root 3 divided by 2 the whole square plus 1 by 2 the whole square, that is equal to 1. R value will be equal to 1 here and theta will be equal to tan inverse of y by x, which is nothing but 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2. So this answer will be equal to how much? 1 by root 3. So tan inverse of 1 by root 3 is pi by 6. So I can easily write this as e to the power I into pi by 6. So also, so I can write z is equal to root 3 divided by 2 plus I into 1 by 2 can be written as 1 into cos pi by 6 plus I sin pi by 6, which can be written as I sin pi by 6, which can also be written as e to the power I into pi by 6. Similarly, e to the power I into pi by 2 can be written as cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2, correct? Cos pi by 2 is 0 plus I into 1, that is equal to 1, which is equal to 1 into I into 1 is equal to I. So if you see I here, I can easily write it in the polar form as e to the power I pi by 2. So I can write this is equal to 1 plus e to the power I times pi by 2 into, what is this z value is equal to now? E to the power I times pi by 6 plus, according to De Moivre's theorem, if z is equal to r times cos theta plus I sin theta to the power of n, I can write this as z is equal to r to the power n into cos n theta plus I sin n theta. Is it correct? Which can be written as r to the power n into e to the power I n theta. But in this case r is 1, right? I can write this as e to the power I into 5 pi by 6 plus e to the power I into pi by 2 into e to the power I into 4 pi divided by 3 whole to the power of 9. So I can write this is equal to 1 plus e to the power a to the power m into a to the power n can be written as a to the power m plus n. 90 plus 30 is 120. I can write this as e to the power I into 4 pi by 3 plus e to the power I into 5 pi by 6 plus e to the power I into 11 pi divided by 6, correct or not? 11 pi divided by 6 whole to the power of 9, which can be further written as 1 plus cos 4 pi by 3 plus I sin 4 pi divided by 3, students, correct? Plus cos 5 pi by 6, question asked in the JEE exam, okay, this one is plus I sin 5 pi by 6 plus cos 11 pi divided by 6 plus I sin 11 pi divided by 6 whole to the power of 9. Is it okay? Whole to the power of 9. So what do we get here now? Cos 4 pi by 3. Cos 4 pi by 3 lies in second quadrant. We know this quadrantal behavior of angles ASTC. Cos 4 pi by 3 lies in the second quadrant now. Second quadrant only sign is positive, which means cos should be negative. Cos pi by 3 is cos 60 degree minus half. So this one will be plus I into root 3 divided by 2 for the same angle. If cos is negative in the second quadrant, sin is positive. Minus again 5 pi by 6, pi minus pi by 6, minus root 3 divided by 2 plus I into 1 divided by 2. Cos 11 pi by 6 falls in the fourth quadrant. So plus root 3 divided by 2 minus I into 1 divided by 2. Correct or not? Whole to the power of how much now? Whole to the power of 9. Whole to the power of 9. So you can clearly see here, minus root 3 by 2 and plus root 3 by 2 will get cancelled. So plus I by 2 and minus I by 2 will get cancelled. So we are left with 1 minus half, that is nothing but half, plus I into root 3 divided by 2 to the power of 9, which I can further write it as, cos pi by 6, which I can further write it as 1 by 2 can be written as cos pi by 3, right, cos 60, plus I sin pi by 3 to the power of what is it, to the power of 9, which can be written as cos of, according to De Moivre's theorem, cos 9 pi by 3 plus I sin 9 pi by 3. So what is the answer that we get here? We get the answer here in the form cos 3 pi, we get the answer in the form cos 3 pi plus I sin 3 pi. So what is the value of cos 3 pi? Cos 3 pi is, if you write the cos curve will be something like this, right? So this is nothing but cos 0, this is cos 90, this is cos pi, this is cos 2 pi, correct? This is cos pi, cos 3 pi by 2, this is cos 2 pi, and this part will be cos 5 pi by 2, and this part will be cos of 6 pi by 2, 3 pi. So what is this answer? Minus 1 and plus I into 0. So the answer to the question will be equal to minus 1 is the answer. Very important question, mark it.